All right, hello. It is 8:05. Let me make sure nobody is trying to join me. I am on here solo. I'm creating this video for Believing Your Dreams TV. Green screen awareness, cameras, lighting, the works. Hopefully someone will join me as I am inside of this video, but I just want to take you all through a quick crash course on your green screen. So for instance, I am standing in front of a green screen, or I have on the other side of this desk a regular office-like setting, and I'm going to turn my camera around so that you can see it. So this is an office setting here that is behind me, which is what I typically utilize for my shows that air. But today I want to talk about the green screen, the lighting. Right now I have 3 points of lighting. I have the lighting to my left, which is facing the green screen to light this side to the middle of the green screen. And then I have a light to my right that is lighting this side to the middle of this green screen, thus creating a shadow effect. I also have the forward light, which is lighting my face. So if I step forward, you'll see the contrast of the screen change because now I am out of full video view. So if I take a step back, you see the lighting just expanded because I'm now in full view of the camera that is in front of me. Depending on where you're placing your camera, so if I move the camera here and I'm standing over here, my face is not going to be as illuminated. But if I step this way, you can see that now the camera is trying to adjust to where I'm at. So if I move over here, the camera is still trying to adjust to find me. If I step over here, the camera is continuing to try to find me to adjust the lighting so that you can see my face. So I always like to have my camera in the middle of my computer screen because I am one that typically sits and not stands. So you see, I'm currently standing right now. So I need to raise this up a little bit. Bam. You see how it just illuminated? Because now I've adjusted the view, but the camera has come down a little bit so that my face can be illuminated with the screen. If you're utilizing a green screen, that means that you're going to utilize a virtual background. Okay? So with utilizing a virtual background, you have several to choose from here on Zoom itself. So how do you find the virtual backgrounds on Zoom? If Zoom is going to be your platform to record yourself doing your show, then you simply just click on the video button, the arrow next to the video, and then you're going to click on choose virtual background. Now, a lot of you, and then pops open a screen called settings, okay? A lot of people often say, well, I don't like a virtual background because when I move my elbow up, I move my arm, my hands disappear, or my arm disappears, or whatever. If that is happening to you, that is telling me that your green screen is not properly lit, okay? That means you don't have 2 points or 3 points of lighting, okay, to make like a triangle, okay? Most importantly, you need to light the green screen. A lot of people want the lights to face themselves, but that is not the case. That is what this light here in front of me is doing. This light is lighting my face. The lights to my left and to my right are lighting the green screen. So let me show you for a minute. Let me take you to San Francisco. Bam! Virtual background, right? Virtual background. This is a virtual background that you see behind me. Now, you don't see any parts of my body missing, right? I can even raise my hands, clap my hands, and you can still see my hands. I can move my hands like this. I can talk. Hello, my name is Chandra Nicole Gore, and I am a lens of faith. Nothing's happening, right? You can see a little bit of a shadow, though, on my face. And so if I put up my shadow blockers, which I have two screens that are shadow blockers. If I put them up on either side, it will eliminate the small shadow that you see. But if I stand here still and just talk, you don't see the shadow, right? Only when I start moving my hands and arms and flowing. So if you're doing something and you're teaching Tai Chi, for instance, and you're teaching movement, right? You see on the back side, right here, I can turn, and you shouldn't see anything because the green screen is properly lit. You can still see my elbows, okay? You can tell probably I didn't, that I properly lit the green screen behind me. So I'm gonna show you what an improper green screen lighting looks like. Okay, stand by just a second. Let me get back to my virtual screen. All right, so here we go. All right. Here we go. You can already start see those little glitches in my hair over here to the left. Look how it's looking now. It's not as clear and crisp as the other background was, right? You see this under here? This is telling me that my green screen is not properly lit, because now you can see these little things on my screen. And when I move, you can see inconsistencies, especially on the left side, because I turned the light off. Now I only have one light on, and this light over here is facing in another direction. Okay, so you can even see my hair right here is a little fuzzy. So if I turn this light off, if I turn that light off, you see, now you're going to see even more. You see how I move right here? Look right here. And if I move, now you can see all kind of stuff, right? This is telling me that my green screen is no longer lit, okay? And it's bad. It's bad. When you don't have your green screen lit, this is what it's going to look like. So you saw fully lit green screen, and your visual virtual background is crisp and clean. That's what you want. That's what you want. So it's a matter of positioning. Now you see I got this side lit, and now I have drama on this side. You see that? See how it looks all fuzzy now? This is telling me that my green screen is not properly lit. I'm going to turn this light back on. And I'm going to face it back toward the green screen. And so now I'm going to walk back in front of you, and now we have a well-lit green screen. Okay? Wow. We can breathe now. So listen, I am going to now give you my second setup, which is just a nice office background without a virtual screen. I recommend that if you don't have a nice studio-like setup, to go ahead and use a virtual background. There's more virtual backgrounds on here that you can utilize. If you want to go to space, for instance, you can be in the grass, or you can go back to San Francisco, or you can upload any of those virtual backgrounds that Nicole posted inside of the Messenger chat. You can use any of those. You can just simply upload them to your platform of preference that you're going to be recording from, so that you can select that green screen and go from there. Okay? All right. Now I'm going to come out of the virtual background, and I'm just going to use a basic background. All right. So I am going to turn my camera around so that you can see a different perspective. Hang on with me 1 second. All right. So this is my office setup. Now I have to turn my lights around because all my lights were facing the green screen. So it's all about your lighting. Where is your lighting set up? Where are you going to be seated at? So if I sit, for instance, hey, Dr. Nelly, I just been recording because no one joined. So I just started, and I started with the green screen, and now I'm doing just a regular background. So if you want to hang out with me, you can. Other than that, I'm just going to finish recording and then go ahead and post the recording inside of the group. Can you hear me? Dr. Ranelli?
Yes, what did you say? Sorry.
Okay, yeah, so I started right at 8:05. I've just been recording because no one joined. So I've just been recording, and I started with the green screen setup. I'll run back through it if you want to see it. Other than that, I'm going to finish recording and just post the recording in the group.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
So now I'm just doing
I have my green screen, but it's still in the box. I didn't even take it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I was really showing how to set up your green screen. Well, how to get your lighting right on your green screen, because there's a difference in poor lighting and good lighting in the movement of your arms, your hands, everything. So I recorded that part already. I have no problem with just sending you a copy of the video if you want me to.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so right now I'm on just doing a regular office setup with the lighting and everything. So I was getting ready to run through that real quick, and then I was going to be done if nobody else joined to ask any questions.
Okay, that's fine. So I'll just wait for the videos then. I'll hop off.
Okay, sis. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, so I'm going to continue talking here, and right now I am going to talk about your setup if you don't use a green screen, okay? You need to make sure that you are in a setting edifying to your brand, your business, what it is that you're talking about or doing or whatever. Right here, I have, let me show you what I have. Right here, I have a microphone on a boom that is attached to, this is the microphone, and it's on a boom joint, arm, whatever you want to call it, with a condenser, and it's attached to the desk. I don't know if you can see it over here. It's attached to the desk, and I can swivel this and move it around as I see fit. I have a light right here, right there. And then I have a light on this side over here, okay? All directed towards me, okay? Because I want to reduce the amount of the shadow on the back wall. So in order to reduce the amount of the shadow on the back wall, you don't point the light to the back wall, okay? Because then you're going to have what we call a back shadow. If you want to get rid of it totally, they have a thing on Amazon called an overhead hair light that I recommend. I don't have it yet. As a matter of fact, I just ordered it. But you want to make sure that your lighting is facing you, okay, to reduce the amount of shadow in your background if you are in a well-lit room, okay, to reduce the amount of background shadow, okay. This light right here is not that close to me, but if I bring it closer, you'll see that it's going to produce a more forward lighting for me. And this camera, this webcam is adjusting if I make the slightest move, okay? It's adjusting to me because it's trying to find me. Oftentimes people sit far back, and now you can see that my head is on the back wall there. But if I move forward, and I am on a swivel chair, like so, this is the chair that I am sitting on here. This is where I do my show at each and every week. But I'm simply just sitting here, and you can't see a shadow on the back wall other than that flower to my right over here on the side. But even if I reduce the area of where the lighting is hitting, then it's going to continue to illuminate that, unless I put up my shadow shields. I do use shadow shields, but for this video, it's going to be more costly if you all get shadow shields. I don't even want to go down that road. You can make it work with 3 lights, your green screen or not, making sure that your office setting is set up and is edifying to you, your brand, what it is that you do. Okay. You want to make sure that you have I recommend a USB microphone. Okay. A USB microphone has the USB. I don't know if you can see it, but this cord is going to my computer and it's a USB on the other end instead of a 8 1/4 plug connection. Okay. If you're utilizing a switchboard or any of that, call me 813-325-0665. I don't think anybody here is using a switchboard or anything like that, but if you are, just pick up your phone and call me. At that point, that's a different conversation. But for the basic setup, I recommend that you have a ring light of some sort. It can be a tabletop, desktop, because that's all that's controlling the light in my face. Okay. If I was to cut this light off, it would be dark. My face is not as well lit and you can see me, but it's dark. If I turn the light back on, now you can see me. I also can control the brightness of the light. I can turn it down a little bit. I can turn it up a little higher, so on and so forth. Okay. The light over here to my right, I can put a blocker on this light and it will look like this. Unblocked, it looks like this. So if you have the umbrellas, make absolutely sure that you utilize them. Okay. If you have the white umbrellas, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. The white umbrellas are these. If you ordered that light kit that we've been putting out, this is your umbrella. And if I was to go ahead and add this, just show you what it looks like. Okay. Now it's a softer light, but it's still lit. I'm still getting light from this direction. You see what it looked like before I put the umbrella up, and now you see what it's like after I put the umbrella up. The umbrella is to protect the light from going everywhere. Okay. So there is a difference when you utilize the light or not. And you see that I changed the direction. Now I'm going to move it back this way. And you can tell a difference, okay? There is a difference in proper lighting and no lighting at all, not enough lighting, too much lighting. You don't want to look blurred out, okay? So if I turn this light off and I just had this one light, you see the difference? Now this side looks a little darker and your eyesight trying to see me, you can see me, but you can see me better, okay? You always want people to be able to see you better instead of trying to strain to see you. So I turned that light back on and it brought a more brighter ambiance to the room itself, correct? Yes, thank you. So listen, no one jumped on with me. I let Renelli know that I would just tape it, record it, and then go ahead and drop it in the group. And that's pretty much it. I was anticipating questions, but I don't have any questions. So I'm going to end the video right here. If you have any questions after viewing this video, let me know. You can inbox me. You can call me 813-325-0665. Text message me. Let me know because sometimes I may be in a meeting or I may be on a different platform or I just may be busy. So just text me, email me, message me something to say, hey, sis, I saw the video and these are the questions that I have. Okay, because I'm more than ready and able to help you solve any lighting or green screen issues. The very first part of this video was talking about the green screen itself. So I hope that you got a chance to watch that. And if you have any questions about the green screen, let me know. Blessings.